Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Transcendent Talks live from SoulSearch TV. I'm Tangela, the founder of SoulSearch and SoulSearch TV, and I'm so excited. I'm coming to you guys. So we have all the magical Tahoe energy flowing in for this high vibrational chat we're going to have. And of course, I have Suzanne Ross here with me. She is the founder and visionary of the San Diego Transcendence Retreat, which is going to be happening September 27th and 28th. And I'm also here with Pamela Downs, the visionary behind Spirit Calling. Pamela founded Spirit Calling to help guide people through their spiritual awakenings after her own spiritual awakening, which I'm excited to hear all about. So, hello, Suzanne. Welcome, Pamela. Thank you both for being here today.
Thank you so much for having us, Tangela. And it's so great to be back on Transcendence Talks, this series featuring all the speakers that are going to be presenting at my San Diego Transcendence Retreat. Getting so excited about our Bliss on the Bay event, Tangela, with all of these spiritual luminaries, workshops, sunset dinner cruise. We have designed this retreat to be immersive with music, meditation, spiritual wisdom. So we are excited to have Pamela Downs here today as our guest. Welcome, Pamela.
Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. Nice to meet you, Tangela. Yeah, I'm so excited for San Diego. I can't wait to be with other luminaries and meet everyone and feel the energy of the room and be in that beautiful space with the water nearby and, just support and feed and grow and feel the energy all around us. So thanks for having me here today with you guys.
Wonderful, Pamela. Well, thanks for being here. And you are here to really guide people through their spiritual awakening. And as we know, a lot of people are waking up right now. And I know that's going to continue accelerating. Can you tell us a little bit about your awakening process and what that was like for you?
Yeah, it feels like I was just on a podcast yesterday with a bunch of wonderful ladies talking about our spiritual awakening journeys. It feels like it took a long time. And in comparison to the rapid ascension that's happening right now, people are waking up really quickly, stepping into their spiritual gifts really very quickly. Mine was a journey of self-discovery, stepping into my power, understanding who I was, not even as a spiritualist, but like feeling and moving forward with the knowings and the understanding that I wanted something different. I wanted something more. I was like a little disruptor in my family and I didn't know it, And so I was breaking the norm. I was going on these different paths that not anyone in my family was going on. And through doing that, I was discovering me. And then I started to discover new ways of thinking, new ways of being, new ways of believing. And ultimately, that was my spiritual awakening journey. And on that journey, I started my healing journey. And I often say, we don't know that we're starting our healing journey. We don't know that that's what's happening, but it is. And it's the path of remembering, who we are and why we came here and our unique abilities. And, everyone has all of these spiritual gifts that that they haven't tapped into, maybe that, now people like us, we're helping people understand that. But at the time, it's this beautiful experience of learning something new and putting it into practice and then watching the universe respond to that and your world around you change and then you stepping into it more deeply and with more intention, and then your perspective and your consciousness shifts in a tremendous way. And so that's what happened to me. And I didn't know I was going to be a trance channeler or lead a spiritual community as not even 10 years ago. It's been about 10 years that journey started. So I'm a completely different person. I'm still me and the essence of me, but I'm really not. I'm a changed person, and my greatest joy and my passion is to help other people find that within themselves as well. Because one of the things that I hear often is that, Pamela, you sound just like me. I went through that. Mm-hmm. I had that experience. I left my marriage. I left religion, and that's why I'm here. I'm here for the people who are just waking up, and so it's exciting. It's exciting.
It
It
reminds
is
me of
really
a
exciting.
rose blooming, doesn't it, Tangela?
Mhm.
Like when you think of awakening, that's truly what it is. You have a moment or even a gradual awakening where you wake
Mhm.
up to like this whole new world, this whole new version of yourself, or
Yeah.
the multiple versions of yourself, right? The multifaceted, multidimensional you. And then the reality around you, the true nature of reality starts to come crystal clear, right? But it reminds me of a rose blossoming,
Yeah.
and it just continues to bloom, and these layers are opening and opening and opening, right? It's just like it's a journey that is never ending, but as you
That's
blossom
true.
and bloom, it's like just the most beautiful experience.
It is.
Definitely. And Pamela, like you said, a lot of people say, wow, I really resonate with your experience,
Mhm.
with your journey. And I know I
Yeah.
do. And Suzanne, I'm sure you do as well, right? Like we all have these completely different lives now in the spiritual realm that we
Yeah.
would have never imagined before.
Mhm.
And it's happening to so many people now. It doesn't mean everyone leaves their old life behind
Right.
completely, but just rapid changes. And I think events like Suzanne, your event to be able to come together wherever you are on that journey and to really be with soul family, going through these transformations, going through these transitions, whether you're just starting out and new to all of this, or if you've been on the path for years. It's just that being in that vibration and frequency with everyone together and knowing
Mm.
that you're not alone. I think that's a big theme coming up right now for
Yes.
everyone.
Absolutely.
And so,
Yeah.
Pamela, you have a community and also you do trance channeling where you're actually
Yeah.
sharing messages about
Yes.
what's to come. Can you tell us a little bit about the community itself, why you
Yes.
started it, and what kind of messages are coming through?
I would love to. Yeah. It's something that when I first started channeling the Great Council of Light, and I didn't know it was them yet. I was just stepping into that connection and to receiving wisdom and working with them and their calibration and their energy. But I woke up in the middle of the night and I heard spirit calling, spirit calling. That was in 2020. I got up and I wrote it down, and then I went on my merry way. And then I had a year of hearing, it's time for you to build a community. It's a place for people so that they can explore their spirituality in a safe place, to not be labeled or judged, and to know that they can explore. And then after a year of that, I woke up one night in the middle of the night and I saw these little wings floating down on an iPhone screen. And I got up and I sketched them. So I had that, and I had the name, and I had this idea that they were telling me to build a community. And then one morning, I went on to my GoDaddy for a client because I have a branding, marketing, and communications firm. And I went on to GoDaddy to look up something, and I saw Spirit Calling, and it was just like that moment of it all just came together. And I went, "That's the community. That's Spirit Calling." And they kept telling me, you have to build it. You have to build it. It's time. It's time. It's very important time wise that I don't let that squeeze happen. I don't move forward. There's timelines I need to go on. And spirit's always kicking me in the butt and moving me along. And I launched the community, and it's a beautiful place that I expressed out of myself. What was my awakening journey like? What are the things that I wanted to do? What are the things I read? What are the things I watched? What are the tools that I needed? And I put all of it into one place so that people could discover, and they could talk, and they could, share and watch and read and learn. And it's turned into this absolutely beautiful space where we're a family. We are a family, and there's people that just love it so much that they're like ambassadors, and they welcome new members, and they meet them, and they have conversations, and they have phone calls, and like it's cool. And yeah, it's wonderful. So that launched in January of 2024. And, I've just been kicked in the butt to start sharing the messages of the Great Council of Light just last year in October of that year, because I was inside of my community, really cushy and safe and cozy and warm, like sharing my messages and stepping into my channeling legs, so to speak. And then in October, the guides kept saying, you need to get out. You need to get out. You need to get out. Not only were they telling me, they were telling my community, it's time to share what you know. You're learning about vibration and frequency and the ways of the universe. You're learning these things. You don't keep it to yourself. You share it with the world. And I started sharing all the visions and downloads and premonitions that I had been receiving since 2020. And that's ultimately helping humanity learn about their frequency and vibrations, learn about how to, live a higher frequency life. And then also, being able to share the messages of the Great Council of Light to help support us during these times as we transcend, right? This journey of transcendence and remembering who we are. So it's a long answer to a short question.
How would you describe the Council of Light, Pamela? Is it a group of different star races?
Yeah, they are a high, powerful frequency collective of divine beings. So when they come in, Suzanne, that's why it took so long for me to integrate their energy, because they're really strong. They're creator beings. They're ancient creator beings. So I wouldn't call them a collective of galactics. I feel that they are a different frequency than them. I don't know how to put that into words, but that's what they've told me. And not everyone comes here to do the same thing. We know that. All channelers are different, but there's a unique job that I came here to do, and that's to share these updates and to share this wisdom and to share the teachings of how to raise your vibration, because when the planet changes, when shifts happen, they want us to be better for it. They want us to have ease. They want us to heighten our frequency so that we can have an easier time with change and to create and manifest the reality that we deserve, to understand that we can do that, And it's just like their highest gift to us. They want to support us tremendously. They've been kind of amazing recently. They've been giving me kudos. I think because they know that it's a lot. They have been. They have been really kind lately, just like giving me kudos is a good way to say it. Like, we love you and thank you so much. Where normally like they would say things, but not so much. I think there's a lot that's changing in a quick amount of time in the near future. So yeah.
Definitely. What would you say are 3 tips that your guides come vibration high from at a practical level?
I heard 3 tips that the guides share. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the number one thing is that they want you to stop fighting, to really pull your power into yourself, to watch what you're consuming. That's what you're reading, what you're watching, what you're saying, the actions that you're doing, what are you spending your time doing, who you're spending your time with. They really want you to value, protect your energy, and to heighten your frequency. That's really one thing that's very, very important. And then the next thing is that we are taught that we are small, and they want us to know that we are not small. We are omnipotent, beautiful, vast beings of light, that we are connected to all that is, that we are divine. We are part of the divine. And because we have been told that we are small, we have been told that we don't have our clairs and all of our tools that are just within us, to be connected. So they're basically like the 2 biggest things. And then they talk about love, which is the highest frequency there is. I love it because every time we teach inside of our community, every time the council is present, everyone, no matter what the council says, they just love being with them so much. They get so excited. And they have experiences, some people, the energy is so strong, they get like, their faces get hot, or they have to start unzipping their jackets, and they have experiences with them. It's great. Yeah. And I, try to be a witness. I'm no different than anyone. I have just stepped into courage, love, opportunity, moreover than fear every time. And I'm just listening, and I want to be a witness to everyone else. Because even when I'm on a podcast or when I'm talking to anyone, we're all doing this together. We're all doing this the same. We each have our own individual journey. And I think that's what is so unique about me and the platform, is that people see themselves inside of me in that journey.
On that note, you just brought up courage and perseverance. And I think Tangela and, many of our colleagues in this industry will agree, like, this is a time to step up,
Yeah.
to be courageous, to persevere, to, fulfill your mission with determination and faith.
Yeah.
I was telling Tangela earlier, I created a vision board for my event.
That's awesome.
And it's like pray and move your feet, so I spend the morning in meditation, praying, and calling upon the angels and archangels and ascended masters and all the co-creators, right, to collaborate with us on our missions that we feel called to perform. And when we do, with, wholeheartedly performing them with love in our hearts, that we get the support from the universe. We get the support from our guides, the angels, archangels, and masters. So that's one aspect of it. And then it's move your feet, because you still have to, in the physical realm, make things happen. But yeah, thanks for bringing up courage and perseverance, determination. I think we're all being kind of called to have that and pursue our missions with it.
Yeah, because that courage is an energetic conviction, and it multiplies and extends out to everything, and it draws it in. So without that, you have to have the feet moving. You have to do that, and it's experiential. Like, you have to experience that to understand it. And not only, I was talking about manifestation yesterday, like, not only is it the vision board, like you're putting energy behind it, but seeing it, feeling it, envisioning it, seeing us in that space filled with people, and the feeling of it, and the energy swirling around us, and the smiles, and the, all the activity, and visualizing, because it's there already. So we're just connecting to it. I do that. It's exciting. I love to do that. It gets my body just vibrating like crazy. And then the guides shake my head up and down. They're always talking.
So you mentioned the guides are not galactics. Do you have any idea where they're from, why they chose you, and why now to bring through these messages?
Yeah, good question. So until recently, I felt like it was such a big statement. It was scary for me to say, and I've just taken ownership of it because they told me that I have to. I'm an aspect of them, and I chose to come here to do this now. And they say all the time, Pamela, it is not a we or you and I, it is a we. And that to me is just like, okay, own it. Courage, right, Suzanne? Like, this is what you came here to do. And I know not only am I here to express the teachings of love and vibration and to help humankind through, elevating and understanding who they are as vibrational beings, but I'm also here to help navigate through the shifts that are coming to our planet. I know that very, 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 like, inside of every part of myself. That's why me sharing the premonitions and visions are so important, because there's lots of things coming in the future. They are ancient creator beings. They have a vested interest in humankind. So that's what they say. We have a vested interest. We want to help them ease this transition. We want to help them understand how. And, there's multiple timelines happening. All of our individual and collective decisions are a part of those timelines. But there's lots of high probability things that will happen in the future that they've told me about. And I am just to continue to present these things with love. It's not fear, it's preparedness, and preparing your mind and your body and your energy body, and your home and your space and your heart, But they've showed me so many times, they say there's a renewal of perspectives from the Earth's plane, a renewal of perspectives from the Earth's plane. So to me, that's saying you're going to be giving constant updates about things in the future. And that's partly why they created the community, because there will be a time when I think that I will just be doing it inside of that space.
What are some recent updates that they've given you?
Some recent updates. Yeah. So in my 2025 predictions video, it talked about the US. It talked about a series of events that have a high probability of taking place. I put that out there and I channeled it in January, put it out there, I think the end of January. They hadn't talked about any sort of a wave or tsunami since 2020. They just started talking about it again. And landmass, tectonic plate shifting, and tsunami that affects the entire world. So I've been having those dreams. They were the very first dreams that I was having in 2020. So I don't know when, but they just started talking about them again. But most recently, I have lots of dreams, I have lots of visions, I have lots of connection constantly. But they've been showing me things in my dreams the last 2 months, 7 weeks maybe, that connect to the 2025 predictions video. So I had a dream that the United States would attack another country, and we were all watching it on the television, and we were saying, why are they doing that? We don't understand why they're doing that. If they do that, it's going to be a domino effect. It's going to make something. We don't know what that is yet, but we were all watching it going, no, why are we doing that? And that happened. Then the next dream that I had, where I was in an underground sort of, I don't know if it was a parking garage. It was cement pillars, underground, city-ish. I could see on the peripherals of the parking lot, there was greenery and blue sky. There were a group of people to my left, a group of people to my right, ominous looking characters, hoods, backpacks. And there were explosives that went off on the left and then explosives that went off on the right. But I had a backpack and nothing happened. I had the wherewithal to know to do something. And to me, that shows me that I am paying attention to my frequency. I am in a state of not letting myself fall into it and react like that's what they're teaching us to do. But it also told me it's very similar to the word explosives that they used in that predictions video to, it was a connector. The next dream that I had was I saw this black, deep, dark black moth. And it came in front of my face. And it went right on top of a bald American eagle that was on its a 3/4 view. And I knew that it was the US. I knew it was a bald American eagle. And so that connects to the 20. They're all going back to that same thing. 2 nights ago, I woke up in the middle of the night and I heard AJ Harrison. And I got up and I wrote it down. I don't know what that means. So I go on my phone and I do a search on it. The first thing that comes up on the search said, I don't have it in front of me, but it said that it's a man who works with American bald eagles. So I didn't need to look at anything else. I didn't need to know who AJ was. It didn't even matter. It brought me to the bald eagle. So do you see what I mean? They're connectors to me. They're little puzzle pieces. They're little nuggets that are, being dropped because I'm an artist. I'm a creative. So the visual aspect of it, the clairvoyance is important. And then I hear things. So there's some of them.
Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome. I know.
There's going to be big earth changes, right?
Yeah.
And at the same time, staying in the highest vibrational frequency that we can, with faith in the divine plan, that, spirit is orchestrating everything for a deeper meaning and greater purpose.
Yes.
And, we're here to serve in whichever way we can with love and support and compassion.
Yes, absolutely. And that's why they want us to work on our vibration. So if we are sitting in a place where we're eating fast food and watching nonsense and fighting and looking at the social post and commenting and getting angry, and your mind is cluttered, everything is cluttered, your energy is cluttered, your mind is cluttered, you are not able to receive higher guidance. You're not able to do anything but look at what's in front of you and get caught up in it. And that's what they want you to stop. It's the biggest lesson. And I think we know that, but a lot of people don't understand that.
Exactly. It's an important time, and it's an important message that you're bringing through, because there are earth changes, so many shifts coming. And for all of us, we're here to hold that light and hold the highest vibration.
Yes, we are.
Thank you for sharing all of this today, Pamela. And we're really excited that you're going to be sharing even more with us in San Diego. September 27th and 28th. And what will you be sharing exactly at the event? Can you give us a little sneak preview?
Just a little sneak preview because you have to come. I'm not only joking. But we're going to do, more of that. It's about transcending, and you're going to learn how to raise your frequency and access that interdimensional guidance that we just talked about, to become a vibrational match to really what is your soul's path, your destiny. Why did you come here? And that's really something I'm very, very passionate about because I work with people. I have a soul path coaching program, and I love helping people uncover that. So that's going to be really fun. And I'm also going to share and lead everyone in this amazing, incredible pineal gland activation meditation that the Great Council of Light channeled through me. But when I was recording it, they also came in. So it's as if they are leading this meditation, and people are having profound experiences. So I can't wait. Like, it's going to be amazing. So that'll help people open their third eye, deepen that intuition, and, awaken that connection that we just talked about.
I'm looking forward to the presentations, but the activation.
I know.
Lloyd, Pamela Downs, the meditations. Awesome. Tangela and Omashar is going to be providing music. And so, yeah, I look forward to learning, but also just to being immersed in all of these transmissions and meditations. So very exciting. Thank you so much, Pamela. Thank you, Tangela. I hope you will all join us in San Diego, September 27th through 28th. Use my coupon code for a special discount, early bird pricing through August 1st. So reserve your seats today.
Thank you so much. It's great to see you guys.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Pamela. Thank you, Suzanne. And I'm just so excited for all of us to be gathering together in San Diego, because this is how we raise the vibration, and we raise each of our own individual vibrations as well as the collective when we come together like this. So thank you both for all of the work you do, uplifting humanity and the planet. And I'm so excited for us to come together in September.
Me too. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Love, bye. See you in San Diego.
See you in San Diego.
Bye.